axle in the car is completely empty now, all cleaned out. And since the axles were pulled, it was a perfect time to put the dual caliper backing plates on, because you have to pull the axle to do it anyways. Now I'm getting ready to install the 411s. I got the old 327s out, cleaned up the carrier, Sam welded it, just put the 411 ring gear on it, cleaned out the pinion gear, but now I just have to check my pinion depth and lash. So what I'm doing is taking the pinion shim that came out of the 327 pinion, and it is 27 thou. Put it on the pinion, and then I will install the entire assembly besides the axles, check my pinion depth and my lash and my pattern, and hopefully it's good. If not, it'll just be a lot of disassembling, reassembling with new shims until I get it correct. Okay, 410s are in the car for the first time. Everything's torqued down. Now I'm gonna just measure my backlash. It looks a little bit loose. A little too loose. That looks like about 15 thou. The specs I want is between 8 and 12, so I need to go down 3 to 5 thou. So I'll have to shim this side over a little bit, check it again. All right, after having this out countless times, I'm finally at about 10 thou backlash, so we can run this.
You're like the red shoe princess, bro, but with black Air Forces. What's going on here?
What about the red shoes and the black forces? What'd you say, Jerry? You see where that nut went? That bolt went?
You're a nut. Yeah, it went there, bro. So what you doing, Cuff?
I just put the pinion assembly in. Pinion, new bearings, obviously a new crush washer, new pinion seal, new pinion nut. I'm getting ready to put it on, so I got my little custom pinion flange holder tool here.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to crank it down. And basically, the best way to explain it to you so you know what's going on here. It's got in between the two bearings.
You're calling me an idiot?
No, but about you. Do you know exactly what's happening in here?
No.
When I crank this down, it's not an actual torque. You tighten it enough to crush the crush washer that's on the pinion. And I take a little torque wrench that I have over there, and I have to measure the drag. So it's like the pounds of resistance as I'm turning the whole pinion assembly. And I'm trying to get in between 16 and 22 feet of foot-pounds of, you know, rotational resistance. So basically, if I over tighten it, I have to take all this apart again and put a new crush washer in and do it again.
Well, that would suck.
So I'm just gonna do it really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're in the final stages here, huh?
Yeah, final assembly for the pinion, and then I'll put my carrier back in. And
how many times do you shim it?
5 or 7 times. It's exactly 8 thou backlash, which is like the tightest I can run this.
Cash money.
Is good because it's gonna just be getting the shit kicked out of it all the time. So I'd rather it have the least amount of play as possible.
Big.
Now I'm tightening the pinion. to crush. A lot. Need this? A Johnson bar. I don't know how much leverage I'm gonna have where I'm at. Damn, this is gonna be a pain in the ass under here. Hey Sam, think you can pull this up on the passenger rear over here? This guy can't even hear me. Yo! Yo! Sam!
Damn, these noise canceling headphones work great.
What an asshole. Whoever ignores me next is a faggot. Hey Sam!
What?
If you were to come on the other side, Senior Tech.
Move this thing around.
In there.
Wow. Look at the billet. Buddy,
Okay.
look at the billet. Rotor side.
Boy, this tank sure does smell like gas.
No more play, so I'm gonna check my drag now.
So here, we use the gear wrench torque wrench to measure the inchy pounds of the drag
Of
on
the
the...
rotational drag of the pinion.
Here's what he said.
We are
Sam,
aiming
do you even
for
know what you're talking about?
We are aiming for 16 to 22. Is it pound feet, foot pounds?
Inch pounds.
Inch pounds.
I can actually measure that by hand. There's 16 inch pounds
Wow.
of rotational drag.
Sam, you should probably stop trying to do an accent. You're not very good at accents.
Yeah, what kind of accent are you going for?
Fucking no. What extra water?
We got no drag, so we got tighten again. But that's good. No drag is better than too much.
Yes,
Because too much drag means I need to take this all out and put another crush washer in it.
that you don't have.
I might have one, but I don't want to act as if I do have one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't uncrush a crush washer. You continue to crush the crush washer. No uncrushing it. Unless you have a Ford 9-inch and you just put a solid spacer in there. Done.
Now we don't need the air compressor on. It's valuable information for Sam. Sam is the impact now.
Feel like there's more drag than before. Is it 16 inch pounds completely unloaded? Like as far as axles and carrier goes?
Yeah, just the
Pinions?
just the pinion.
And the pinion bedding?
Land holding tool banging off the ground. Okay, we're at like half a inch pound, so that's something.
Half an inch.
Sam, you're so strong.
Tooted.
Okay, we definitely got
You
this.
tooted?
It's like, holy fuck, it's like right on where it needs to be.
Dang.
It's exactly like,
son.
it's in between 21 and 22.
I know.
Yeah, sure you do.
I torqued it.
Just kidding, it's over now and I have to take the whole thing out.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking. It's like, it's exactly where it needs to be.
'Cause the more you tighten it, the
Crush washer crushes.
there's a crush washer in there. The more you tighten it, it's crushing that crush washer. If you go too far and there's too much drag on that pinion,
You're gonna burn your bearings out.
it'll burn the bearings out. It's all too tight.
That's
So then
good.
you gotta take it apart to replace the crush washer you just crushed.
The new bearing. So it's this rear end is literally as tight as I can run it by spec. I got
Yeah.
8 thou backlash and 21.5, 22 inch pounds of rotational drag on the pinion.
You're gonna be whisper quiet.
And that's perfect for something that's gonna just be spinning all the
It's
time.
like this diff is as tight as it's gonna get. No shit, it's welded.
So far by spec, this is going as good as it could. after a lot of trial and error. But that was the first attempt and that was good.
Okay, Seth.
Okay, Jerry. It's cracking.
Yeah, you tell me.
I just did axle seals. Now I'm putting the axles in. There's one.
We got fucking Sam over here working on customer's vehicle. Customer's complaint is
No lack of power, so we're installing supercharger.
so just film Seth GTA style all the time.
Seal star goes in it, doesn't fucking go anywhere.
Through the doors.
What can the best mechanic condition do for you? Not a thing, because I don't want to do any work for anybody else. I forgot. Can you grab me the extended magnet on the top of my right toolbox there under the McBoy sticker? Top left. Let's make it fucking oh, there we go. I don't know how I'm even gonna get this thing in. You can cut it. I don't know how I'm gonna get this in. It's gonna take me a minute.
Alright. I'll film Sam.
So we out here just popping caps, blowing noses.
Huh?
Of course, Brad and Monica, it was leaky coolant.
Leaky.
And now we're gonna clean her up and sell it.
Screwdriver. Oh, bringing out the fucking big guns, dude. Let's see it. Oh yeah.
Does it like it moved in a little bit?
Yeah,
Not
like
too hard. Like,
half an inch.
oh, there it is.
How does that stay in though?
You pull it back out, and then it fits right in the groove in there.
You're gonna fucking yank the car off the.
That's what good backlash sounds like. Steel on steel. Okay, it's doing it. Here you go. Oh, you got a light?
No.
Is it in there now?
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to come back out a little bit more though. Yeah, but it should be able to slide in and out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can put your other axle in, spin it, and try and get your pin in. And if your pin doesn't slide through, then you know your axles aren't far enough out.
For sure.
Real further.
Thing is, I just don't want it to f the new axle seal, but it has to get jammed in there for me to get the C-clip in.
Well, it doesn't matter where your seal is in the axle, realistically. The 9-inch, they're fucking sit way far in.
I just put it in by hand with the screwdriver, dropped it in like high up, put some gear oil on it, it should slide right through. What happened?
I just hitting shit. You got some oil for this thing?
Yeah.
Why does it look like someone was grinding it?
Don't f***ing worry about it.
That juice smells weird.
Gear oil.
Juice.
Smells like crud.
Smells like freaking crap.
Let me out of here.
Was it? He's wearing a lot.
Spin a little bit of spin.
Spin.
You have a whole system?
Yeah, I think we gotta put it all the way through.
You just put it all the way through.
Isn't that like the whole objective?
Yeah, it's just you have to do it from the opposite side though.
Oh.
Yeah, I machined it pretty specific.
I see.
Sure. Oh! Who did that?
Said this bitch gon' roll my weed up. She move fast like cheetah. Her first smell is reefer. Her best friend named Keisha. Told twin Uzis call my Nina. You better watch your knees. I need roll my Doja fever.
The gears in. Got the
You offer me one?
Yeah.
What? Oh, thanks. No.
got the Zen in. There you go.
Yo,
Yo.
what's happening?
Car's on jack stands again.
Oh.
It's a good thing though.
Oh, okay.
Correct. Well, after a successful test run with the 410s yesterday,
Yeah, it sounded fantastic.
she's all locked up. I don't hear any noise. Put the car straight pipe. That's probably why I don't hear any noise. I'm gonna put the hydro dual caliper setup in it today. So I just got a set of factory calipers there. The pads, nothing special, but it'll do the job.
Yeah, let's
And I
check out
actually bought a kit from Drift American. They specialize in Mustang drifting only. So I bought a nice
Yeah, that's sick.
hydro here. So the entire car is gonna just be black with gray accents. That's what I'm going for. So like gray raw steel cage. I'm probably gonna do black wheels eventually.
Yeah.
Or gray lips with black faces.
That looks sick. Like brush slips?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would look sick.
With the gray cage, and then the hydro is already set up perfectly. Just raw steel or aluminum, but raw handle.
Just raw.
And then all the calipers are raw too, so I'll be happy with that.
Sam doesn't like parts mans.
No, I never know what I need. Find it on my phone and then be like, this is what I need. Here's a part number. Give it to me. Here's your stock, because I can see their stock.
If you're a parts guy and you're watching this and you're like that,
Don't be like that.
don't be like
Yeah,
that.
get the guy what he needs. Read his mind.
just know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Put the free. All right, grindy time.
No,
Yeah.
stainless doesn't make a lot of sparks.
No. It was going straight into your wiener though.
Yeah, that's what this is. That's why that's happening. This jacket actually built my first car. Not me, I didn't build it. This jacket.
How's the interior coming?
I just got the seats out. It's pretty easy on these.
That's it? That's all you got done? In the last like 5 minutes?
Yep.
Dude.
I gotta do the rear seats too. It's really not much, just rear seats, interior quarter panels and carpet, and we can start fitting the cage up. It's a real nice hanger. Did you make that?
Nah, kinda. Nah, not really. 304 stainless though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. The only noise restriction in the car.
easy, very simple to remove. 2-piece.
Is it comfy? Like not pretty straightforward getting it out?
Yeah, super straightforward.
Because you designed this custom exhaust to be removed.
It's
Removed. I got the hydro temporarily mounted in the car. When I put the center console back on, the actual handle gets stuck right here. So I got to trim out a section into here for it to comfortably, you know, this to go in and then for it to comfortably work. And then the reservoir is going to be coming out of here. So I got to trim the ashtray and cigarette light mount out. Okay, got the dash all trimmed up. It's pretty open here, but the hydro's adjustable, so I just want to make it fully functioning. I think it looks pretty decent in the car. So the interior's out. I'm gonna get the cage in here and start fitting it up, marking things down to get it permanently mounted. And then I gotta mark up where I'm gonna cut the quarter trim, because the rear bars are gonna go through it and then onto the tops of the wheel wells here. Exhaust is done. Sam's gonna install that. But I'm gonna take a little break from this stuff, and I got some new parking brake cables to throw in. Got the first part of the cage in, getting ready to fit it. Got some wiring harness and some seam here I gotta get out of the way, so relocate this, grind some of the seam out and try and make this as flush as possible. Probably some harness in the way back there too. The last clip was I was talking about fitting in the roll bar. That was like November 10th-ish, and it's January 10th-ish now.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
So it's been like 3 months. I actually got the car done and have been using it. Sam did a lovely job with the exhaust. Looks great. I'm super happy with it. Sounds awesome. It's the exact look I was going for too. It's just the duals out the back. The interior I'm happy with. But like the center console was in here. I was really happy with how it looked. And I was running the hydro for a couple drives. And it ended up falling down on one of the sides here. I used a clamp to hold them in, and it must have just got loose and dragged off the ground, so I lost all my hydro pressure and destroyed one of the lines. So I just bought all new lines. As you can see, the lines I had before was from the hydro kit I bought off Drift American, so it was the whole setup, backing plates, hydro lines, all the fittings and stuff. But it was all one piece, so when I wrecked the line at the bottom there, I had to replace all the hydro lines, so I went with just Russell everything. And then the car, like, there's really not much else to do to it now. I am picking up some aluminum heads and another low kilometer 5 liter that I'm gonna get an acquaintance of mine to build. Maybe do some suspension on it, but I don't know. I've done a lot of stuff to this car and I've not really driven it that much, so I want to just start getting some actual seat time in. All right, well, we just went for a little test rip. Hydro works nicely, and I threw the rest of my interior back together. It's just the center console all trimmed up, and then nothing in the back. I think it's a decent, clean look. But I like it. I think it's nice and comfy up at the front. I think it doesn't look too shabby. And I also like the nothing behind it. I don't know, I like the look. And that's all I have to say about that. That is the end of my drift car part 2. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up and stay tuned for the next episode. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.